Hi, and welcome to this Adrega demonstration video. Today I want to talk a little bit about how you can use Adrega's extensive reporting and dashboard tools for your P6 reporting needs. Adrega is a fully fledged reporting tool. Many know that already. You can do all your planning in Adrega if you like that. But still many use other tools like Primavera, but feel that it comes a little bit short when it comes to reporting. And this is where Adrega excels. So this is what this video about. How can you use Adrega to suit your reporting needs, even if you use Primavera for managing your projects. So let's get started. So I can start by logging into our web application. Here we can see Adrega's dashboard. Many prefer to just use the dashboard for reporting, and everyone has access to that. But you can, of course, also print out this in PDF format or directly to Excel if you prefer that. But I will explain the different reports here. We have various kinds of different reports, like this pie chart. We have F-curves, histograms, different kinds of tabular reports, where you could look at project data, or we have reports that are split into periodic values, so you can look at monthly or quarterly or whatever periods you prefer. We also have this report. It's what we call a performance report, where you can compare baseline values with periodic values and cumulative values and so on. Bubble charts. I can go to the next page. Here we have some combined S-curves and histogram reports, the Gantt reports. We have trend reports where you can look at changes over time, for instance, for milestones, can be very useful. And these two reports are reports to just show that we can do various changes to the look and feel. Here I have set up a different color to the headers. You can change some of the cell colors with some criteria, or you can set a different background, add images, and so on. So also you notice that I switched pages here. You can have a multi-page report. You can also set different kinds of columns and row options if you want a different look for it. All these reports are interactive in the dashboard. So you can do some changes here if you want. I like this, for instance, where you can see a donut chart instead. You can get the total in the middle here. You can turn off some curves if you want to focus on some other specific curves. Yeah, so pretty nice to have a fully interactive reports. Also, you can print out the different reports. We can print out each individual report, or you can print out a bundle of reports where you can get everyone in one PDF file. And also you can expand and collapse if you like to focus on one specific report and look at just that, like this. And here's an example where I can print out the report. It's a big report, so it might take a little while. Let's see. Here it is. Some of these reports that are Excel based can be printed into one single bundle. So I can do this. But there are some exceptions, like the Gantt needs to be presented in a different report, and also the bubble charts. But there I can get full print of all my reports if I like that. So now you have seen what you can get. Let's take a look at how we can get there. Adrega is a web application. We use the web mostly for dashboard and reporting needs, but we also have a desktop application, and that's where we use what we use for project management and also for importing the project. So I can launch the desktop application directly from the browser. It's important that you use Microsoft Edge because it has built-in click one support that we use for launching the desktop application. You can also use other browsers like Chrome, um, but then you need to install a plugin. You can get that from the Chrome Web Store if you like. So now I can see an overview of all my projects, but you want your project in here as well. So I can open from file. Let's hide that. Create a new project from P6, XML, or zip file. It's important that it's in XML or zip format. I can import other files as well, like Microsoft Project or directly from the P6 web service, but now I will go with XML. Let's see, I can go to I like to use this project. It's one of the demo P6 projects, Melrose with baseline and original. Nice big project. Fairly good size, has baselines included, so we can use that to import into Adrega as well. If we have them, if not, we can use current dates. So we'll use this baseline and original. You can change some values if you like that. Like the name, I like to let's do this so I remember to delete it afterwards. I don't want to keep this date project in my database, just for demo purposes. You can set up some import templates if you like. That's if you want to override or default import settings or create a different mapping for the fields. But if you like the default, like me, you just press next. And now it goes ahead and imports the project into our own database. We also import the different financial periods so that you can get exact dates or exact numbers for each periodic date, what we Adrega call status date. It's important if you want to have the exact values. If not, if you don't have this, we will still import your project, but for previous financial periods, we may not have the exact values because we just try to redistribute the values as good as we can over the duration of the activities. So now this project is imported into my database, and I'm ready to start creating reports and dashboard for this project. So now that we have our project in Adrega, let's go back to the browser, and we can take a look at the reporting module. The reporting module consists of two main tabs. The first one, projects, is where we can get reports out of Adrega directly. Here you can see my project is already in here. And let me pick some reports. Yeah, I have this labor units. And let's pick a project information report. Yeah, this for instance. Can hide that and run. So now I have some options. If I have selected more than one project, I can run through all of them. I don't only have this one project, so I select this PDF. Okay. And now I can get a good set of reports out of Adrega. Here is curves, another report. Um, and then I will show how you can create new reports if you are not happy with the ones that are already in here. So let's go to the templates page. This is where you create new reports. We have a lot of different templates to choose from. So let me add a new one. And yeah, we can choose Gantt charts, curves, histograms, donut, pie charts, bubbles, time phased, and project information. In this case, let me just stick with an S-curve. And that takes me to a wizard where I can set up some different values. Let me pick some here. Um, Actual labor units, at completion labor units. Yeah, let's do this. So I can give it some new names if I want to do that. I can choose if I want to see S curves. Can click it off if I want, and also do I want histograms in the same report. I don't necessarily want to do that right now. Also, you can do things like change the colors if you want. And different hatch styles and so on. Let me, let me set that as well. And now I can add different filters if I want to do that. Let's say actual duration units equal to, yeah, activity name contains. I can also match to other fields. I want to see if activity names matches another field. I can do that. So it's a pretty good tool. You have many tools to configure your reports. We can define the time range. Like now it's set up by default to current start to current finish. You can do other things like let me set state to state, for instance. It's what data date in Primavera. And also I can configure that to I can do this, for instance, which will let me get a dynamic report that will always use the latest state to state minus 1 year, or whatever you like. So if you want fixed state, you do that. If you want to dynamic states, we can do that as well. Here you can set up different what kind of report type you want. Is it a weekly report, a monthly report, different labels? So you can choose how the report will look. You can divide values. You can set different legend text colors. You can set images to display and so on. There's a lot of different options. You can set up header and footers. We have some defaults here. You can also add others if you like. You can add images like this. You can also press these directly if you want to skip to a specific step. My new report. We give it a name and finish. I don't necessarily need to do that now, but now I have a report. It's ready to use. I have some options here as well, but now I will go ahead and look at report bundles, and that's an important module as well, especially when it comes to setting up the dashboard. I have a lot of different bundles here, and what a bundle is a set of reports and projects that is predefined. Uh, so let me, for instance, I select my project, but let me pick another one in addition to this one. Let me see here. let's do these two. So I want to report for this. Let's add another one. Cordova. Okay. Now I have three projects, and also I need to create some reports for them. So what do we want to see? I can add, do we have some labor units here? Yeah. Yeah, let me take this one, see if that's okay. And labor units for dashboard, that's probably okay. Let me add another report. Yeah, sure. Can have this one as well. So I have three projects and three reports. And I want to create a bundle. And the purpose of this bundle is that I can use one single click and get out all my reports. My test bundle, like this. Can set some different options if I want to do that, some different categories and so on. I can override timescale settings if I don't like what I set in the report. So I can make sure that everyone follows current start to current finish, for instance. I can select if I want to view it in dashboard, or if it's simply a report that should only be accessible from the reporting module. And also, do I want to auto reload report data every time I update the project? I like that. And then I can choose some cycle options. Do I want to have one report that is a summary of all the projects I selected, or do I want to each project to have a report? Or I can do like this. Now it will go through each and every project, but it will also create a summary consisting of all the different projects together. So let me set PDF by default. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, I think it was this, my test bundle, wasn't it? So very easy. Okay. This was a cool report. It looks a little bit 3D. Here we have a report with some probably different than one I set up. Yeah. 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 So it's a nice report. So that's it. Now that I have created the bundle, all I have to do to get out my reports is go back to the reporting module, bundles, select my bundle, and run it. Then I will get all my reports out. And if I go back to the dashboard, I have set up some default reports. But let me look. My test bundle. Here you go. Since I checked that it should be available in the dashboard, it is. Okay, that's not a very informative report, but yeah. So now I can do different things like to see this. So here you go. Now I can see a summarized report for many projects. You can see here it's a summarized report, and I get one set of reports for each project. So here I have some on the next page as well. And all I have to do now, once I have my next cutoff, my bundle is ready, my reports are ready. So what happens now? The next time I will update my monthly report, what do I have to do? So let's go back to, here you go. So I can go back to my project, open from file. Instead of creating a new set of reports, I simply update this one. I can update my existing project. Let's select this once more. I know it's the exact same data, but yes. So just so that you will see what you get. So like this, exactly the same as before. It imports the data. And if I didn't import the same file, you could actually see here the differences from last month and this month, or from last period and this period, so that you can confirm that it's okay before you update the project. Now it doesn't matter because the data will be the same anyway. So let's update it. Update complete. Like this. You go back and you refresh your reports. And that's it. That's all you have to do for the next monthly report period. So that was it for the presentation of our reporting module with usage for Primavera. I hope you liked it, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I can show you here our homepage. You can reach us on adrega.no or adrega.com, and we have this email address, post@adrega.no, or you have the phone number here. You just go to adrega.com or adrega.no and see this contact information. Or so send an email if you have any questions. We can set up a team meeting, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you.